Heard Turkey Al-Sheikh say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then we'll see.
It's finally happening. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is about to go down. And trust me, this is the fight everyone's been waiting for. After years of speculation, trash talk, and heated back and forths, the two pound-for-pound kings are finally locking horns in a full-blown, no-holds-barred showdown. That's right, no more exhibition gimmicks or fake beef.
I'm gonna start rapping, man. And everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy. Y'all must have forgot. Yeah. Nah, I can't rap though, y'all. I always been the fighter. I play sports though. I play any sport. I play any sports. Yeah. We in the rapping session.
You don't like this one, bro.
I can't rap, man.
And then when I'm dressed like this, because I just get off work, bro. We got jobs too, man.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh God.
I beat people up. Man. You know what I mean? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. At 12, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Canelo.
Still alive?
Man, yeah, we still alive.
There we go.
We got.
You've got Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight king with a record of 62-2-2, going up against Terence Crawford, the undefeated WBA 154-pound champ at 41-0. This is the real deal. Fists flying, no mercy, and everything on the line. Both Crawford and Canelo have been circling each other for years, and now the time has come to settle the score. Gloves are on, contracts are signed, and the world is watching. Let's break it down.
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comment.
Now, we've all been hearing about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez for years now. And let me tell you, fans have been begging for this fight like it's the fight of the century, because it just might be. Two of the biggest names in boxing, both pound-for-pound kings, finally set to face off in a match that's been simmering for way too long.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Let's be real. This fight has been a long time coming. Fans have been speculating, the trash talk's been flying, and everyone's been asking, who's the real king of boxing? The talk of Crawford and Canelo finally locking horns has been building, but nothing could have prepared us for how intense their final face-off would be. And now, it's happening. No more waiting. The legacy-defining showdown we've all dreamed of? It's going down.
From 147 to 168, and the win, become undisputed. Wow.
I want to go up to 68. So who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win, or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserves it. He deserves it. I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is fighter is different. 168. But like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit for that.
Thank you very much.
Right?
All right, before we jump into the tension between Crawford and Canelo, let's set the scene. The fight world is already buzzing when these two legends come face to face on DAZN, and man, did things get real fast.
If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
We all know Terence Crawford's nickname is Bud, and not just because he's got the skills to rival any fighter out there. His calm, cool, and collected nature is part of his reputation. But when Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight king, stepped into the room, you could feel the temperature rise.
Bud Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we'll see.
It wasn't just another face-off. It was like watching two titans of the ring sizing each other up in a stare-down, ready to break out into a battle of wits. The tension was palpable, and you could sense it from the moment the camera zoomed in on both of them.
What's up, Bud?
What's up?
The undisputed one. What's happening?
Good.
What you think about the fight tonight?
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a great fight.
Looking for the winner?
Definitely. Definitely.
I saw you out there playing football, bro. I know you can run and pass like that.
I'm an all-around athlete. There ain't nothing I can't do.
So what you doing there? Enjoy yourself since winning the belts.
Let's talk about Crawford for a sec. Terence is known for his unbeatable mentality. The man doesn't flinch. He's the kind of fighter who keeps his emotions under wraps, which is why he's been able to stay undefeated for so long. You can already tell by his body language he's standing tall, face hard as steel, not showing an inch of nervousness.
Everybody keeps bringing up Canelo. I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain like, what, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know what I mean? Catch weight. We can do something at a catch weight.
What weight you think?
Probably like 160 or something.
So you said you said 154 is the highest you want to go.
Yeah, 158, 160. That'd be.
Crawford's calmness is his weapon. He thrives under pressure and delivers in ways that make you question if he's even human. But when it comes to Canelo, his demeanor doesn't shift one bit. No intimidation, no flinching, just pure focus. And trust me, that makes him dangerous. But don't be fooled. His silence speaks volumes. While Canelo's trash talk is often legendary, Crawford isn't the kind to engage in mind games. He's more about showing up when the bell rings. Still, you could see Crawford's confidence shining through, like he was saying, "You might be the king at 168, but 147 is my kingdom." there's Canelo. The guy has literally been around the block, and it's clear he's used to being the guy everyone's gunning for. With the face of a champion and the build of one, Canelo's not just here for the show. He's here for the complete domination of whatever division he touches. But you could see a different side to Canelo here. Instead of the usual cocky vibe, he looked more intense than ever. No doubt Canelo was feeling Crawford's presence, and this wasn't some small-time fighter. This was a legend, and he wasn't about to let anyone forget it. You could practically hear Canelo's thoughts. I've been the guy for years. I've knocked out legends, moved up in weight, and fought for history. But now, Crawford's in my way. That's the kind of energy Canelo brought to the table, and it's no surprise why so many fans and analysts were dying to see these two face off.
I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserves it. He deserves it. I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. Went 68, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit for that.
Thank you very much.
Right?
But here's the kicker. While Crawford stood tall in his composure, Canelo had that smoldering intensity. The kind of intensity that says, I'll take you out, and it won't be easy.
How is Crawford going to be able to bridge this weight gap?
Yeah, I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35. 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized against Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. But you have to use your movement. If you're Terence Crawford in that fight, the last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight. Trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running.
Yeah.
But he would be moving a lot. Of course, that's the way to beat him.
Yeah.
You know.
So what made this face-off so special? It wasn't just the fact that these two legends were in the same room, but the atmosphere was electric. Neither fighter wanted to be the one to blink first. Both have egos the size of the stadium they're fighting in, but for once, neither was willing to let their guard down.
My good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out, you know what I'm saying?
We know that Crawford's been in the zone, outclassing every opponent put in front of him. He's got a style that's a little unorthodox, especially when it comes to his switch hitting ability. Whether he's on the front foot or back foot, Crawford adapts. His head movement, smooth. His punch placement, on point. But against a force like Canelo, can he adapt to Canelo's ability to break down opponents slowly and steadily? Canelo, on the other hand, has been a wrecking ball in the ring for years. His counterpunching is probably one of the best in the game right now, and he has the power to end a fight in the blink of an eye. But one thing we've seen from Canelo recently is his fragility when it comes to speed. Does Crawford have what it takes to exploit that? That's the question on everyone's mind. It's not just about the physical prowess. These two are masters of the mental game. Both of them have faced some of the toughest challenges in the sport, but this face-off felt different. Canelo's usual trash-talking style wasn't at play, and Crawford, for once, wasn't the guy to ignore his opponent's mind games. It felt like a silent warfare was unfolding in front of our eyes.
I've seen some stuff about with the whole like Oscar De La Hoya thing.
I'm glad to go away from him.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
We're really good friends with Dana White.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like Oscar De La Hoya too, I said.
Oscar De La Hoya has announced he's coming out of retirement to box again.
Cocaine isn't cheap.
I think nobody.
Because he's a vacuum, right?
Every time he's in problems, he don't have any fighters left. Ryan Garcia, because he signed with him. Now Ryan Garcia, I think is in a problem with him. That's why nobody wants to be with him, because he's no loyal.
While Canelo usually brings out the fire, Crawford's poker face made it difficult for anyone to read him. We saw that moment where the stare-down went on for longer than expected. Usually, one fighter blinks, but this time, neither one of them did. It was like watching a standoff at high noon. This face-to-face was almost like a symbolic checkmate for both fighters. If they can't get inside each other's heads now, they're going to have to rely on their gloves, footwork, and game plans. And let's be honest, both of them have some of the best ring IQs in the sport. So, with the heat dialed all the way up, what's really at stake here? Legacy. No other word sums it up better. Both Crawford and Canelo are already two of the most decorated fighters of the current era. But a win for either of them in this matchup? It's more than just another title or paycheck. It's history.
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
If Crawford beats Canelo, it's not just another win. It would solidify his spot among the all-time greats and prove that he can beat anyone, anywhere, at any weight. But if Canelo takes out Crawford, that solidifies him as the pound-for-pound king, and perhaps the greatest fighter of his generation. For both, this is the fight that could define the rest of their careers.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So,
and trust me, the fans are ready for it. The social media buzz, the memes, the rivalries. It's clear everyone's been waiting for this one. Whether you're Team Crawford or Team Canelo, this is a fight you won't want to miss. All right, so after all the heated tension and face-to-face drama, what's next for these two? Well, it looks like a showdown in the ring is on the horizon. There's no official date as of now, but with DAZN backing it, you know this fight is gonna get the hype it deserves. The training camps will be intense, the smack talk will probably heat up, and the buzz around this fight will continue to explode. Fans are already breaking down matchups, trying to figure out who has the edge in which department. Crawford's speed or Canelo's power? Crawford's adaptability or Canelo's chin? So, what do you think? Who's taking home the crown, Terence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez? Drop your thoughts below because this one is going to be historic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss any of the updates on this heated battle. I'll see you in the next video.